Howdy folks, Bairdos here with a guide on how to do the first Gobbiebag quest. For those that don't know what that is, it's a quest that asks for 4 items and in return your inventory gets increased by 5. It wasn't much way back when, but now it also increases your Mog Satchel and Mog Sack, so it's 15 extra spaces per quest and there's 10 of them. So that's a hell of a lot of inventory space increase. There are Juno fame requirements before you can flag the quest. Sometimes the items aren't on the auction house or can be gotten cheaper elsewhere. So this video aims to help you get the required fame and get the most bang for your gil. Yeah, not buck. First off, who is the quest giver? That would be Bluffnix. This wee gobby over here. So he should give you the following dialogue if you have the required fame. Oh no, that's not the one. He'll ask you about the cavernous maws first. Then he'll say, us gobbies got bigger bags than you. You want one, don't ya? To which you of course reply, yes, very much. And then he'll request 4 items from you. If he doesn't give you this, if he just continually rabbits on about the cavernous maws, then it means your fame is likely too low. They did relax the fame requirements a while back, so it's likely you won't have issues. I can show you just now exactly how little Jimmy Bonsai has done. 4 quests, of which 3 are trusts outside of Juno, and then mainly cap increases in Juno. And apparently I'm at fame 5 in Juno, which is halfway to max, so that's definitely been relaxed. However, if you do have fame issues, following 4 quests in Sandy and 1 in Bastock will definitely get you there. The Bastock one is helped a lot if you've got a mud garden already. So here's where you get those quests. Our first easy fame raiser, the starting a flame quest. You need 4 flintstones, simple as that. As you'll find with all of these recommended quests, it's repeatable. So we need to speak to Lagata, flag the quest first. I shall help. And then it's simply a case of reading them over. And like I said, it is repeatable. Simple as that. Secondly, the merchant's bidding. 3 rabbit hides. That's it. It's part of the pawn that wants them. I shall help. Parva Pawn is located up here, which just so happens to be right next to home point 4 in South Sandy. Again, beatable. And the next one is just a little bit down from 1.4, and it is Omela. And she is after some black tiger fangs, 3 to be precise. And the good thing about this one is for every 3 you give her, you get 2.1k back. So depending on how much black tiger fangs are selling for on your server, you may even make some money on this one. And the final Sandy easy quest fame raiser is in Northern Sandy, and it's some Iron Maiden, Fear of the Dark. bat wings for 200 gil, and this is where we're located. Flat bang in between the home point for the exit and home point 4. Many minutes spent trading him at wings. Back when fame was hard to get, so we needed to spam this quite a lot. And again. People. And finally, the last option is in Bastock Metalworks, and it's called the Darksmith. What it needs is 2 pieces of dark steel ore for 8k. Getting in this little room, that's where it is. You want to go home point 2, or is on the ground floor. So let's see if we have enough Bastock fame. Yes, we do. So let's say he wants 2 pieces of dark steel ore. I only have the 2. We get 8k for it. So, 48k a stack. If your auction house has it for less than 48k a stack, that's a moneymaker. Also comes plentifully from Mog Garden. So, have some fun making money. So, now that you've got your fame sorted, it's on to the items. As we've just seen, Bluffnecks wants a square of Dalmel leather, steel ingot, some linen cloth, and a peridot. You can craft the Dalmel leather, that's probably going to work out cheaper. Sadly, there's no alternative for buying it to the auction house. There's a slim chance someone will have sold a piece of Dalmel leather to the Leathercraft Guild, but it's very slim. So you're probably just going to have to auction house it. You can buy hides from the guild though. Steel ingots, however, are 6k at smithing guilds, but you require to be an apprentice with the guild. Again, they can have been sold to the normal guild vendor at the guild, like so, but chances of that are quite slim as well. Linen cloth is the same as the leather, sadly. Can't buy it elsewhere, but again you can buy linen threads pretty cheap from the guild. And finally, the peridot is like the ingot. It can be bought from the guild for 8k, as you can see just now, only if you're an apprentice. Chances again are very slim that someone has sold one to the normal guild vendor. So, get these items however you can. Obviously cheapest the best, but if you just want to throw money at it, then the auction house is the way to go. So once you have your items, trade them all to Bluffnecks. And that's what you'll say. There you go. 15 more inventory spaces, although we do need to speak to the artisan Mughal to get our Mog Sack increased. They can be found at the following locations. So there's this one in South Sandy at the following location, just outside of the residential area. First one you speak to, just need to say expand your sack, and he does it. You don't need to spend any more money, just that initial money when you first unlock the sack. And as per usual, you'll get your Scroll of Instant Warp. So on to Bastock. Here's the little dude in Bastock Markets. Located again just outside the Mog House and just around from the Mog House point. to Windhurst. And here's the guy for Windhurst. Located slap bang in the middle of Windhurst Woods. So the only thing left to say in this video is the first one should be relatively cheap. That being said though, for the later ones, once you're getting past 100,000 as the cost, there is an item called Goblin Stew, AA I think it is, that you can trade instead of the 4 items. You can get it from some logging campaigns, and you can also buy it from your Google in your Mog Garden in the special events on where you've got one big crap, special campaign, sorry. Hopefully won't need to do that. I've looked into the first 4 on Bismarck at least, and I haven't needed to look into one yet. Last time I did this, I needed to use it pretty early on, surprisingly. So I hope that helped you out and gave at least a bit more assistance than a simple do this, buy this sort of video. Got more videos like this coming, all the Gobbiebags and other such guides, so hit subscribe if you want to see them. I also do a Let's Play series with Jimmy Bonsai every Wednesday and Saturday, so if you want to check that out, hit subscribe. More the merry. For now though, take it easy. Adios.